please stand right now so you can be recognized. To thank. These are the people that have really been giving their blood, sweat, and tears. Carlos Brown, who's the Associate Director of the Black Community Services Center, as well as the 2 students in your own class that wanted to make sure that 09 went out with a bang. Well, Ms. Candace Jones and Ms. Amber Hampton. Stage, I thought. Justin Key is coming on stage now. You can go ahead and come on. Mr. Justin Key will be our undergraduate speaker. Justin is majoring in human biology, and guess what? He's going to Hollywood to pursue a career in screenwriting. Ooh, I can only imagine what that conversation was at home.
Yes, I can tell you.
But what I will say is that at Stanford, we have encouraged this dream. He also aspires to write novels, and he's actually written drafts of 2 full-length novels, one of which is in my house right now. He went to Ecuador this past summer, lived with a village community in the Amazon for 7 weeks in order to learn the language and for some inspiration to write a 3rd novel, which he hasn't started yet. But he says that he wants to be remembered for his creativity. And I think, Justin, you're going to be remembered for more than your creativity by your classmates. That is a Facebook conversation, I think. But I will say this, we look forward to the bigger and better things for you. I present to you Mr. Justin Key.
Hey, fight!
Our first experience of the world was through a pair of hands. Hands, simple hands, or what guide us through our lives. Pushing at times, pulling at others, pushing and pulling. And even though when it all comes down to it, our lives are a group of choices, choices that all add up to this very day. Without those hands, the helping hand, the pushing hand, the hand of comfort, and even the hand of discipline. Thanks, Mom. Who can say where we would be? Now, when I first stepped on Stanford's campus in the mid-weekend 2005, I felt like a cog in a big machine. One of those little cogs, you know, the kind that don't really matter if you just take out one. Home was thousands of miles away. The dining hall food left much to be desired. And this weird entity called the hyphy movement made everyone jerk around funny at parties. But worst of all, I was worried about my own success. I was worried that I'd have to do it all alone. This changed when our room host encouraged us all to make Drake Lounge our hotel for the weekend. They called it bonding, but come on, 09. We saw the rooms. We knew the real reason. But whatever the case, over those 2.5 days, we learned about each other on such a level that when it came time for that chem study group in the fall, or when we needed to cram 2 quarters worth of IHUM into the last week of spring, friends were there. And we continued to grow, together, through it all. Through the bio major, where the death grip of the core can transform an inspiring neurosurgeon into an introspective poet. Just
yeah.
Through the econ core, where getting less than a B could mean a change in lifestyle. Through declaring a major, then dropping a major, and then picking up 2 minors, just to realize that none of your classes really fit you at all. Through fighting the insanity that comes with the Math 50 series, the Physics 40 series, the Chem series, basically anything that has a series tacked onto it. Through emerging from your room like a triumphant zombie after writing 25 pages straight for your senior thesis, only to hear your advisor say, you know, maybe this topic will work better. Do you mind me doing it? And through the treacherous job search and graduate school applications, countless practice interviews, MCAT study sessions, and all-nighters that feel so wrong because they have nothing to do with class. But we all did it. We all did it. Because there was someone right there beside us, going through the same thing, hoping for that same hand while extending their own. But all great journeys have their fair share of road bumps. In '09, we might have fallen short at times when the pressures of being tight in the black community begin to weigh down. Friday night, we'd reach a hand to help at a friendly study group, but then Saturday morning, at the BBSO retreat, we'd raise that same hand in protest and say, hey, back off, I had that day first. 1 second, we'd all be laughing in the Black House over an enlightening discussion on the implications of the ash monster, or LeBron versus Kobe, and then right after, we'd jump on our computers for the latest diaspora drama. Something that needs no examples. Just like any family, we've had our fallouts. But like any strong family, we've always come back to each other for things that are really important. We always knew when to leave a grudge and to give a hand. And when we did that, great things happened. Although through brilliant hands, there have been marvelous accomplishments with the Battle of the Bays, the Soul Food Dinners, and the Black Series. By the Black Series, I mean Black Fest, Black Plaza, Black Patio, Black Love, and of course, Black Grad. Although those have all contributed to what has made this experience so wonderful, our hands held the most power when we reached to beyond these Stanford walls. We reached with trips to juvenile halls to show you that your background doesn't have to define your future. We reached at senior citizen centers where we learned firsthand great legacies while helping to make someone's golden years just a little bit brighter. And we even reached by bringing the community to us with endeavors like High School Conference, East Palo Alto Stanford Academy, and F4Ed. Over these 4 years, not only have we taught our hands to calculate integrals and to program the next best 99-cent iPhone app that we hope everybody one day will buy, or to write papers for hours on end without even knowing what we're talking about.
Sound like a novel to me.
I've written a few of those. But we've also taught these hands how to help, how to give back. And with this lesson, my hope is that everyone remembers their blessings. My hope is that everyone remembers that the important things in life of Stanford have rested in the palms of others. Whether you were born into an upper-class family or had to grow up without a father and against the odds in impoverished communities, I hope that we all realize that someone was in our corners at some point in time. It could have been a teacher, a mother, an author, or just someone who decided to use their own fortune to lend a hand. But somewhere along the way, those hands came together so that each of us could be here today.
Oh, wow.
My hope is that we extend our own hands, pushed by the arm of strength that our experiences, our community, our Stanford has built upon us, and help someone that might have otherwise been lost to the prejudices of the world. If we do this, 2009, we will have achieved true success. And all those sleepless nights and drama-filled days will have been for something great, something we can call our own. And thank you.